Jamaica's fastest junior, Bouwahjgie Nkrumie, says no to going pro. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops, which is about once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready? Yep, good to go. Jamaica's fastest junior male athlete over the 100 meters, the remarkable Bouwahjgie Nkrumie of Kingston College, has fielded several offers to go pro and has decided his answer is no. Nkrumie, who now holds the national record for the men's 100 meters junior with a remarkable time of 10.02, which he set in the finals there in Cali, Colombia, in the men's 100 meters, has stated emphatically that he's going back to finish his high school education. After consulting with family members, the youngster stated, "I'm going back to school to finish school. I think it is the perfect decision. Maybe some people are going to say, why am never go professional? But this is not what it is not what people think. And when I analyzed the whole thing, I just made my decision because I am not in any rush. I got professional offers and offers from local colleges and all of that." The silver medalist from Cali, Colombia, stated in an interview, the young national record-breaking 10.02 makes him the second fastest junior athlete in the world. That's for the 2022 season. And he's second only to Tobago, who won that final in Cali, Colombia. Bouwahjgie Nkrumie was in fine form in these junior championships. The Kingston College track and field captain set a blistering mark of 10.11, that is in the semi-finals, to set a then national junior record for the 100 meters, which he himself broke in the finals. Bouwahjgie Nkrumie's blistering form started from his heats, where he won comfortably in a time of 10.39, running out of lane number 6. Now, truth be told, had he not been distracted or allowed himself to be distracted by Tobago of Botswana, who was, carrying on his little antics, I believe that Nkrumie would have entered that sub-10 mark. He was definitely distracted. You can go back and look at the race and see that in the last 20 meters, his eyes made full contact with that of the gold medalist, Tobago of Botswana. So he would have ran a sub-10, people. I'm really certain this young man has all the necessary ingredients. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. The decision by this young man to go back to school, I personally think is an admirable decision. And the points he has made are all very valid points. Now, of course, there are going to be people who are going to say, when you get the opportunity, grab it and run. But I believe that finishing his education is a very good idea. And I mean, he did state in the interview that he has 9, I think. Yes, he stated he has 9 Caribbean secondary education certificate subjects. And according to him, he is in no rush to enter the professional stage. He went on to state, and I quote, "Remember that I'm still young because I'm 18 years old. And so this is the Yes, he said, this is the right decision. I may rush it going into professional ranks and something happens. So I'm going to finish school and get my education and get some more subjects, including some Caribbean advanced proficiency examination subjects, he said. Now, for me, this is a thinking young man. Now, I know that there are other athletes. You can bring it up. You're going to say, of course, Alison Felix at age 17 and the great Usain Bolt, well, they're both great, did go pro at 17, and the twins have gone pro at 17. And I understand all of that, but I also respect his decision to finish his education. The point he made is valid. At best, the athletic career can be precarious. God forbid, injury, etc. Anything can happen, and the athlete can no longer compete at the level of proficiency that they once had. So it's a good idea for him to finish high school. Secondarily, I believe that to make the transition in many instances, the athletes, one I think of the reasons why many of our juniors who are excellent juniors, sprinters, etc., athletes, etc., do not transition into the professional realm properly, is because they're just too immature. They have not evolved. Just remember what we were like when we were 16, 17, 18. Now, legally, the world says that we are adults, but I mean, come on. It's a good idea for him to go on to do what we used to call 6'4". It's a great idea. And he has time, and clearly he has tremendous talent. 10.02, come on, people. That's serious speed. Fastest young man in the history of Jamaica. And I'm certain he will be able to run much faster. So I think he himself, it doesn't even need to be my opinion in this instance, having consulted his family. He's made, I think, what is for him, in his mind, the right decisions, and his points are valid. I want to finish my education. I'm young. Give me some time to mature. I have my whole life ahead of me. If something happens in track and field, I want to be able to have something else that I may be able to rely on, and or if my track and field career ends before I'm 30 or 35 for whatever reason, maybe I decide to transition out, let me have something else, that I can work with, let me mature, etc. So all these are very, very valid points. And of course, many of you are going to say, yes, but if you can make the money now, why not make the money now? And that's also a very valid reason. I'm not going to argue that reason either. But I think what I admire here about the maturity of this young man is that he has made a decision that he believes it's in his best interest. And the pointers he has laid out are logical and they make sense. So kudos to him, and kudos to his decision to remain pro. It could not have been easy for this young man who I suspect, and my contacts tell me he was really and is still being bombarded by many pro offers, etc., and universities, etc. So for him to decide to go back to Kingston College and finish at 18, that's admirable. He has a lot of time ahead of him. Give him the time to evolve and grow. Let's support his decision. I think it may be for him the correct decision. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to know your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button if you enjoy the video. And there you have it. Bouwahjgie Nkrumie, the fastest Jamaican junior athlete male over the 100 meters with the national record time of 10.02, who I still believe will be able to run a sub 10 very, very soon, and probably would have been able to do it in that finals had he not been distracted or allowed himself to be distracted. I'm considering the fact, I am telling you that Bouwahjgie Nkrumie, who has been made several professional offers, has decided to not go pro, not go to university at this point at age 18. Himself and his family has decided to finish high school in Kingston College and then make the decisions from there. So remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Leave your opinions. Bless up.